Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to say first that I'm very happy because you guys are watching the videos. Remember that you guys are the main purpose that I'm doing these videos, because this is for your benefits. So in this way you can review at home whatever we are learning in the classroom. Okay, and remember that you can share this page with your friends, with your family, with another student. So this is not only for 5th graders. These videos are for everyone. Okay, so help me to share these videos. Okay guys, so today we're gonna be talking about volume. What do you remember about volume? Let's start first with the definition of volume. So volume is the amount of space that something takes up. Remember, the definition of matter is everything that has mass and take up space. So that's why we are learning about volume, because volume is the amount of space that something takes up. We are matter, so we have volume. We can measure our volume. You can measure the volume of your books, your pencil. You can measure the volume of anything that is around us. Everything that is matter, remember, okay? The only thing, we have different methods to measure the volume of different objects. So let's start first with the objects that they have a definite shape or a regular shape. So, to measure the volume of regular shaped objects, we have one specific formula. So here in the presentation, you can see that you can measure the volume of a regular shaped solid object using the following formula. So the formula to measure the regular shaped objects is volume is equal length times width times height. So we need to use math. We need to multiply the measurements of the object that we are measuring. Okay, let's measure the volume of this regular shaped object. Do you know which object is this? It's a rectangle prism, right? So the length is 10 centimeters, the width is 8 centimeters, and the height is 9 centimeters. Remember the name and the last name. That is a clue that we have in the classroom, right? Okay, so again, we can measure the volume of regular object using the formula length times width times height, right? So we need to substitute. So 10 centimeters times 8 centimeters times 9 centimeters. So the result is 720 centimeters. So this is the volume of these regular shaped objects. Okay guys, so as you know, not all the objects can be measured using the regular formula for volume, because not all the objects have a regular shape. Okay, for example, this stopper, it has a cylinder shape, so it's a little bit difficult to measure the length, the width, and the height. You can do it, but we need something more complicated. So there is another way to measure its volume, and that method is called volume by water displacement. So in order to do that, we can do it like using two different tools. A beaker, but beaker is for more bigger objects. So in this case, because the stopper is very small, I'm gonna use a graduated cylinder, right? And something that I like about the graduated cylinder, it has all the lines, the measurements, so it's easier to use it, right? So in order to measure the volume of this object using the water displacement, we need to have an initial amount of water. In this case, I have 25 milliliters of water. That is the first step, having an initial amount of water. Then we're going to put inside of the graduated cylinder the objects. Obviously, because the stopper has volume, obviously the water is going to rise. Okay, so now we have a different amount of water. In the beginning we had 25 milliliters. Now we have about 30 milliliters of water. So what do we need to do, guys? So we need to subtract the second amount of water, that now is 30, minus 25. So what is the result? That means that my stopper has a volume of 5 milliliters of water. Remember, 30 minus 25 milliliters is going to be 5 milliliters. So that is the volume of our stopper. Again guys, So we need to have an initial amount of water. In this example, we have 300 milliliters of water. Then when we put an object inside of the beaker, so we have a second measurement of water. Now we have 400 milliliters of water. If we subtract 400 milliliters of water minus 300 milliliters of water, the result is 100 milliliters. So that is the volume of this object. In this case, we have an egg, right? So the volume of the egg is 100 milliliters. Once again, guys, thank you for watching this video y espero verlos por aquí muy prontito, ¿ok? Se me cuidan.